Hey guys, thank you so much for clicking on this video and welcome to my channel. My name is Kamoy. If you're a new subscriber, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. Now, I have already started to release the love language series, okay? I think so far I've uploaded what did we do? We did Capricorns and the opposite, which is Cancer. So those two already uploaded and posted. All right. I've also linked the love language video to each of those individual readings. Okay. Now keep in mind, my lovelies, that energy is fluid, so you want to place this energy where it fits. Okay, so the love language video goes into explaining what the love language is, and your reading talks about the energy that you're interacting with. Okay, so you may want to check both of them out so you can get a better understanding of how the love languages work. Okay, I also get into the sexual energy of you and the partner, you and your partner, okay, you and the new energy, if you're single, that you will be interacting with. So all of that, information is there. And like I said, I've already released Capricorns and Cancer, which is its opposite. And next is going to be Taurus and Scorpio, and then Virgo and Pisces. And then we're going to do Aries and Libra, and so on and so on, okay? With that being said, my lovely, I know I've been talking about the sexual energy for, I want to say like 2 weeks going into 3 weeks now, because we do know Pluto is direct, and Pluto is a planet all about transformation. We know that Saturn is direct, and Saturn is a timekeeper, and Saturn is also the planet that governs structure and order. Okay, you are also to keep in mind that you are not to get stuck in any one energetic pattern. You are to learn all 12 energetic patterns of the zodiac sign, so you can master that shit and ascend past that shit. Okay, now, but it's kind of like having the information and not utilizing it. So you have $1 million in your bank account, you have an ATM card, but you have not activated it yet, right? So it's the same thing, my loves. You're going to have to be able to put in the work so you can learn and so you can ascend past all of this, okay? Because you are your own master. So the channel is all about self-mastery, and with that, we're going to jump into today's vibration. So today, vibration is, what are we, October 23rd, 2019, right? And we're vibrating on the number 9 today. Right now, the number 9, just so you know, is all about karma. So that's the law of cause and effect. That's just the energetic pattern that it takes. Okay, and I might want to do some videos on sacred sacred geometry. So if you guys are interested in that, we can tackle that also. About your sign, and we can get into all of that. So if you're interested in that, just let me know. So once again, the number 9 resonates on karma, which is all about the law of cause and effect. That's just universal law altogether, right? It also represents having a higher perspective. Okay, today you can feel romances in the air. I've been talking about that energy from Pluto, a lot of sexual energy, and sexual energy is not just about having intercourse with someone. Okay, sexual energy is creative energy, so you want to be mindful of exactly what you're creating energetically as well as physically right now, okay? Romance is in the atmosphere today, as well as inner strength. Public relations is in the atmosphere today, so you can see a lot of shit popping off in the news. You can see a lot of shit popping off maybe on social media, okay? You may even see protesting shit going on today, okay? Intuitive energy is always in the atmosphere, okay? Some days it may just be a little bit stronger than others, but it's always there, okay? So we do have intuitive energy in the atmosphere today, as well as strength of character today. So some of you may be getting your character tested today, and you just want to make sure to be mindful of operate with integrity, okay? Now, there's also lack of concentration and lack of focus in the atmosphere today, as well as feeling disconnected today. So just be mindful about that. Remember, you always have the choice to choose what state you want to live in, okay? So you can either live in a state of peace, joy, and happiness and harmony, or you can live in a state of lack and, not having things work out in your favor, okay? Just, lower vibrational shit or fuckery shit, right? Okay. So now, with that being said, my lovelies, we're just going to do a quick poll today to see exactly what inspirational messages that you guys can grab today, okay, as you are dealing with your day. Now, you do want to be mindful today because we are vibrating on universal law, which is karma, aka cause and effect. And we are also vibrating with a lot of this sexual creative energy in the atmosphere because, you know, yesterday is Scorpio season. So we're now dead smack full in Scorpio season, right? So there's going to be a lot of that transformative energy, a lot of that sexual energy in the atmosphere. You just want to be mindful, like I said, not only what are you doing on a physical level sexually, you also want to be mindful about what you're doing on a mental and spiritual level also, because sexual energy is creative energy. Okay. All right. So let's start off with my Cancers. Okay, we're doing water signs first. We're going to do Cancers. All right. We're thanking our angels. We're thanking our guides. We're thanking our ancestors. We're thanking our higher self. We're thanking the divine masculine and feminine energy. We are thanking all the energy in the atmosphere that is here to help, guide, protect, encourage, motivate, and give us the strength and the courage to take action when it's needed. Okay. All right. So what do you have for my wonderful Cancers as we are vibrating on this number 9 energy? What messages do you have for Cancers today? What messages do you have for Cancers today? Okay, Cancers, and I don't know if this came out in your, I don't know if this was you or Capricorns, but I think it was you, Cancers, where this came out in your love reading. Sadness, okay? Okay, sadness is a number 5 card, and I'm going to read to you what that means because I have not remembered all of them out of my head yet, okay? So when this sadness card appears, okay, it says, it is easy for you, it is easy to swallow your sadness and hide behind a fake smile, okay? Yet sadness can open the door to your heart and help you to access compassion. And it is just not accessing compassion for others, but also compassion for yourself, okay? Which is super important. Like, seriously, do you understand how important that is to have compassion of self? Compassion of self can let you know when you need to just take self-love and when you need to do self-protection, okay? Like guiding your heart, okay? So just be open, okay? All right, so clarify for my wonderful Cancers what message you want to give them today pertaining to sadness, okay? And I don't know if this has anything to do with romance there, okay? All right, it's saying with this energy, you need to, you know, switch states or change states today. So it's saying intend to create. Don't get stuck in the negative things. You need to be able to create. And how do you create even when you're feeling sad? You can do that by using your imagination, either doing meditation or doing journaling, okay? All right, my wonderful Cancers. All right, what messages do you have for my Pisces today? What message do you have for Pisces? Okay, Pisces, you guys have take your mask off today. Okay, that means be yourself. Okay, you have to be true to yourself. Be who you are. If you're not able to be who you are around someone or other people, you may need to reevaluate that friendship or that relationship. Okay, you have the star ancestor wisdom coming out for you today, and it's saying follow the voice in your soul. When they say be true to who you are, I think that message is fitting, okay? All right, what do you have for my wonderful Scorpios today as we are vibrating on the number 9? What you got for Scorpios today as we are vibrating on the number 9? Okay, Scorpios, you guys have home, okay? And let's take a look and see what the definition of the home card means. And it says here, how do you keep recreating home? You know, and that's like that old cliche, home is where the heart is, right? Okay. So how do you keep recreating that? Remember, everything is energy, right? And remember that your external world first stems from your internal world, okay? So how are you seeing things internally? Your home, your true home. Wow. You guys got the High Priest card, and the High Priest energy is saying intend to create. Home is where the heart is. So intend to create. Remember, romance is in the atmosphere today. Inner strength is in the atmosphere today. Cause and effect is in the atmosphere today. And a higher perspective is in the atmosphere today, Scorpios. Okay? All right, let's jump into my air signs. What do you have for my wonderful air signs? What do you have for my wonderful air signs? Okay, patience. My wonderful air signs. We're starting with Gemini. Okay. Let me put this back, Gemini, because I should have said Gemini. Let's start off with Gemini. Let's see if that want to pop out again, Gemini. Let's start off with Gemini. What do you want Geminis to know? What do you want Geminis to know? What do you want my wonderful Geminis to know? All right. Okay, first you had patience, right? Now we have procrastination. And kind of what I'm hearing is you need to know the difference between what patience is and what procrastination is, okay? What is patience and what is procrastination, Gemini? All right. Are you self-sabotaging yourself because you're not moving accordingly, Gemini? Okay, so this card is saying when you can do something, you should not put it off, okay? Get out your own way today, Gemini, okay? You have the Shield Maiden popping up with a message today saying make the plans and focus. So fitting. So fitting. Procrastination, and it's saying make the plans and focus. Like, how much fitting could that be, right? Okay, so now let's go into Aquarius. What you got for Aquarius as we are vibrating on the number 9 today. What you want Aquarius to know? What do you want Aquarius to know as we are vibrating on the number 9? Aquarius. Okay, you have the number 22 card, which is saying have faith today. Okay. All right, Aquarius here. You need to get out your head. You need to stop replaying negative mental loops today because that's not serving you, Aquarius, okay? You have the star ancestor popping up, and it is saying that you need to follow that voice, okay, of your soul. Not the negative shit that keeps popping up in your head, giving you limitations of what you can and can't do, okay? Just be mindful, all right? Okay, we are moving into my wonderful Libras. What do you have for Libras? What do you have for my Libras? What do you have for my Libras? What do you have for my Libras? Okay, let's take a look and see. Give me one card for my Libras. One card for my Libras. One card for my Libras. Okay, Libras, it has cycle. Are you replaying the same old cycles, Libra? Okay. Or are you open to the new timeline that you say you want, but you got to put in the work, right? What does putting in the work mean, people? Putting in the work means always reevaluating self, okay? So if you have negative thoughts, you're going to have to consciously replay something positive in your head. And you just don't do that for 1 day or 2 days or maybe a 20-minute meditation for today. Okay, and then you're not doing it again until next week. This is a walk that has to be consistent. So if you're trying to reprogram your mind about having negative thinking, you would always constantly have to be putting something positive in your ear. That's how this works. So it would be either listening to things, it would either be reading things, it would either be writing out affirmations, right? But you would have to reprogram or retrain yourself to think more positively, okay? And there are only 3 ways in which change can happen, or you can reprogram yourself, okay? Now, first, let me say, change first happens with non-judgment and observation, okay? And when you're reprogramming yourself, that can only be done either through trauma, which causes the pain. You know, trauma is caused by pain anyway, right? So you're either going to inflict pain for you to change, or you're going to use some symbols, aka these cards, or you're going to use repetition. Okay, so this is why I repeat myself a lot here. All right, now Libras, you guys have cycles, which is something that's repeating in your life. Okay, so you may need to take a look today as to what is repeating in your life. Okay, and use your intuition to do that. Remember, today vibrates on the law of cause and effect, Libras. Okay. Okay, so you guys have the Oracle giving you your message today, and the Oracle is simply saying wait for important information. Okay, so before you make decisions and before you go out just repeating the same cycle, you want to wait for the information to come in. I also feel like you need to be honest with yourself and not sweep things under the rug. Okay, you also have the Mother Earth card here clarifying, saying feel loved and comfortable. Like, remember, we talk about the heart chakra all the time, that what you feel is exactly what manifests. You're going to have to feel that, okay? Alrighty. Okay, so let's move on to my earth signs. Let's move on to my earth signs. What Let's move on to my earth signs. All right, so let's start off with Capricorns. Let's start off with Capricorns. Let's start off with Capricorns. Okay, what you got for Capricorns today? What do you have for Capricorns today? Okay, you got the beauty card popping up, Capricorns. Okay, there's beauty in everything. That's what this card is saying. Beauty is in everything. Okay, you're gonna have to pay attention to what you focus on and how you see things. Okay, that's gonna be very important. Okay, there's beauty in everything. You need to recognize not just the external beauty, but you also need to recognize internal beauty, okay? And remember, inner strength is key today, and I don't really think you guys have a problem with that inner strength. I think what you guys would need to be mindful today is just to keep a higher perspective on things today, okay? All right, clarify this beauty card for my wonderful Capricorns. Clarify this beauty card for my wonderful Capricorns. Clarify this beauty card. Okay, you have the stargazer. It says set your sights higher. Okay, so clarifying beauty, you have the stargazer. It's asking you to set yourself higher today. Whatever situation you're going through, it's asking you to go higher. Okay. All right, let's move on to Taurus. What do you have for my wonderful Taurus today as we are vibrating on the number 9 today? What do you want Taurus to know? What energy do you want Taurus to know? What energy do you want Taurus to know? Okay. Okay, Taurus. You got love popping up, card number 28. Okay. When the card love pops up, they're asking you to let go of whatever limiting beliefs you have about love. That's either love of self or love from others, okay? You need to let go of whatever limiting beliefs you have. All right, clarify this message of love that you want to give to my wonderful Taurus. Clarify this message of love that you want to give to my wonderful Taurus. Okay. You got the autumn card popping up, okay? When the autumn card pops up, it talks about releasing the old and resting, okay? You need to release, you need to digest it, and then before you can move forward. So it's saying release the old and rest. What no longer serves you, let it go, okay? All right. What do you have for my wonderful Virgos today is we are vibrating on the number 9. What you got for Virgos today is we are vibrating on the number 9. Virgos today is popping out that you need to say what you mean. This is card number 18 in the deck. Say what you mean. Mean what you say, right? So that's your advice for today. Say what you mean. Clarify what you want Virgos to know about saying what they mean today. Clarify what you want Virgos to know about saying what they mean today. Clarify, Virgos. Okay. You have the animal guardian popping up to clarify this message, saying that you need to trust your instincts when it comes to saying what you mean, Virgos, okay? And meaning what you say, all right? Let's get into the fire signs. Let's get into our fire signs. Let's start off with Sagittarius. Let's start off with Sagittarius. What wisdom or message do you have for a wonderful Sagittarius today as we're vibrating on the number 9? Remember, guys, there is lack of concentration and focus and disconnected energy in the atmosphere today, so you need to be mindful of that, okay? So if you get caught up in that energy, you're able to change states, okay? Okay, Sagittarius, you got procrastination popping up, and I think Scorpios had that too, or was it Gemini? I think it was Gemini. What do you want my wonderful Sagittarius to know about procrastination? Let's see. Let's just read that for you. It says here, when procrastination pops up, you need to change your tune and stop putting off things for tomorrow that you can do today, right? Okay, clarify what you want my wonderful Sagittarius to know about procrastination. This one jumped out. You got the heart guardian popping out, and this is like root chakra work, which is not... Because whenever I see, I mean, it's technically heart chakra work too. But because they, you know, everything is about symbol, this to me is like root chakra because she's wearing red. And yes, the heart symbol is here, right? But I feel a lot of your procrastination energy is because you're not on the same vibration with what you feel and say about love, okay? So it's saying to love and let yourself be loved today, my wonderful Sagittarius, okay? So if you can do something kind for someone, right, why are you going to put that off? If you can do something kind for yourself, why put that off? Why sit in the energy of lower vibrational, unloving energy when you can step out into loving energy? Okay, because you are love, and if you are love, you can only attract back what you are. Okay, and if you give love, then you can only attract back what you are. Okay, everything is up to one's perception, so you're gonna have to pay attention to your higher perspective today. Okay, don't procrastinate, Sagittarius. Alrighty, let's take a look at my Aries. All right, Aries, what do you want us to know, Aries? Okay. Okay. Aries, you guys got love popping up. And when love pops up, my loves, you may have to change your perspective and how you view love, how you interact with love, and what your perceptions are about love. Okay, let's take a look and see. When this card pops up, it says, let go of your limiting beliefs about love. Okay. That's very fitting. You're going to have to let go of some shit that don't serve you when it comes to the love department. Okay, Aries? All right. Clarify this message of love that you have for my wonderful Aries. Clarify this message of love. What do you want Aries to know with this message of love? Okay. You got the air guardian popping up to clarify your love message. And it is saying that you need to shift your perception when it comes to love. Now remember, higher perspective is in the atmosphere today, and it's saying you need to, change your perspective on love. Are you thinking that you're not worthy? Are you thinking no one is ever gonna love you? Are you thinking love is just fuckery? Like, what are you thinking? Okay, and whatever you're thinking that does not line up with your higher self, you may need to adjust that, my wonderful Aries. Okay. All right, let's move on to my Leos. What do you have for my Leos today? What do you have for Leos today? Is we are vibrating on the number 9. Okay, Leos, you have 2 cards that is jumping out. And we're going to keep them. You have Inner Child, card number 16. And then you have Sexual Arts, card number 33. Let's start with Inner Child, okay? And when Inner Child pops up, this is all about your inner child is urging you to lighten up a little and get out of your comfort zone and have some fun, okay? Now, some of you may need to embrace your sexuality or your sexual energy. And I think we talked about how sexual energy is really creative energy, right? When this card pops up, it is saying you need to bring more light into your sexuality, okay? Are you embracing your femininity? Are you tapping into your femininity? For some of you, that could be your emotions, right? For some of you, this could be the way that you view yourself sexually. This could be your inner sexiness. Do you feel sexy? You're waiting for someone else to tell you you're sexy. That's also energy, and you have to tap into that energy. Are you being true to yourself in your sexual preference? Is there some truth that you need to tell yourself? Are you allowing other people's opinion on how you express yourself sexually to be your opinion? So I say you need to lighten up, you need to go within, you need to tap into your inner child, you need to tap into yourself, and you need to allow yourself to really step into your creative energy, because we talked about sexual energy is creative energy. So what are you creating? Okay. Clarify this for my wonderful Leos. Clarify the inner child and sexual arts for my wonderful Leos. Clarify that. And I'm hearing, my Leos, please do not use sex as a way to be manipulative, is what I'm hearing, okay? Once again, you have the Eagle card, and this is definitely about seeing things from a higher perspective. Now, today we're vibrating on the number 9, and that is all about universal law, karma, cause and effect. But it's also about having a higher perspective. So you need to tap into your inner child, lighten up, and you need to have a higher perspective when it comes to your sexual arts, your sexuality, your sexiness, right? As well as sexual energy, aka creative energy. What are you creating? Right? What are you creating when you're intimate with someone? You don't just create babies. You can create thought forms. Okay. You can create experiences. All right. So you just need to be mindful about this, my wonderful Leos. Okay, my love. So once again, let's recap. Today is October 23rd, 2019. Energy is fluid, so you will not be seeing any dates in my caption. Whenever you click on this video, if it resonates, then it is for you, okay? Keep in mind that we're vibrating on the number 9 today. So universal law, cause and effect, is in play today, and karma. Okay, and it's in play every day. Some days you just, it's like waves. Some days the waves, depending on the song, okay? Depending on what's going on in the with solar flares, like it's just energy. Okay. We also have energetic patterns of having a higher perspective about things today. Romance could be key and a focus for you today. Inner strength, as well as intuitive energy and strength of character. Public relations is going to be key today, so you can see some more shit popping off in the news that you probably didn't know. You can see protests, you can see strikes happening today. Okay, now and you can also see yourself getting public apologies, maybe from someone that you never thought was going to apologize publicly today. Now, the lower vibrational end of the number 9, we do have lack of concentration, lack of focus, as well as disconnected energy. So you have to be mindful that you can change states at any time. You have to be mindful that you cannot be happy and sad at the same time. You need to choose which one, okay? You also have to be mindful that you can only change your outcome with 3, or you can only reprogram your mind, aka your inner world, 3 ways. That's either through trauma, symbolism, or repetition. Okay, my love. So this is why I constantly repeat the same things over and over again. Okay, my love. So I will see you guys tomorrow in your daily. If you have not checked out, if you're Capricorn, I've already posted your love readings. If you are a Cancer, which is Capricorn's opposite, I've already posted your love readings also, and link in the description box of those love readings. I've also posted the video, do you know your love language? So a lot of information in that video about the 5 love languages and kind of a like brief explanation of you can know how you're operating in what love language. Okay, so take a look at that. Let me know if you guys have questions by posting comments, and I will see you guys tomorrow in your dailies. Remember to do something kind for yourself, to be kind to yourself, and to drink plenty of water. Okay, my loves. Bye, guys.